Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Okay, so guys, this is the 10th Sakhi in this 10-day Sakhi series. And in this 10th Sakhi, we're going to be hearing about Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji and the time they were visited by a doctor. And how, in fact, it was the doctor who needed to be cured, and how Guruji cured the doctor of his illnesses. So basically, what happened was, slowly as time went on, while Guruji was still quite young, they became more and more withdrawn and detached from the world. They would spend more and more time in deep meditation and in bhakti, in solitude alone. Totally detached, away from the world, away from everybody. Guruji had no interest in any worldly things, in any tastes or flavors this world had to offer. Guruji did not care about earning fame or money or reputation. They were far beyond all of these things. Guruji even stopped going out to play or even working and looking after the cattle. In fact, the only people that Guruji would meet were the holy sadhu sant who would come to see Maharaj. These guys were old and wise. They had spent their whole lives meditating. They also had no attachments. They had broken their bonds and connections with the world, but they would come and listen to Guruji with such love. They would spend much time with Guruji talking, and Guruji would be teaching them, doing katha, meditating for hours upon hours on end. They would listen to Guruji's lessons with the utmost love, serenity and devotion. Even though Guruji was much younger than them, they listened with just a different level of pyar and connection. They loved coming to learn and spend time with Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. They came to him for his divine spiritual wisdom and teachings, and for them, this was absolutely everything. These holy sadhus, sants, fakirs, these were the only people that Guruji would be spending time with now. While the holy saints and fakirs respected Guruji, they understood and in fact admired Guruji's detachment and lack of interest in worldly things. Other people didn't see it the same way. Mata Tripta Ji and Pita Kalu Ji, the parents of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, did not see this. In fact, day by day, they grew more worried and more concerned. And one day, Mataji, deeply concerned, came and approached her son saying, "Pota, think about your future. Why do you spend all your days with these holy fakirs and sadhus? You should be out working, taking care of your household, earning a living. And if you don't want to farm, that's okay. Learn how to do a business, gain wealth, and with it, you will gain respect in this world. Do you know at this time, there's people out there that mock you. They call you useless and lazy. They say you have no interest in anything. Even our own family laughs at us. They gossip about us behind our backs. About you. How can we bear this shame? Stop being in the company of these fakirs, these sadhus, these holy people. Instead, why don't you meet with your own relatives and sit with some successful people in life who earn much money and have businesses? Think about the reputation of your father." When Guruji heard his mother speak, he didn't answer. He simply pulled a sheet over his face and lay down, slipping deeper into the inner peace of his meditation. And his silence was profound, unbreakable. For days, Guruji spoke to nobody. They hardly ate, and they seemed indifferent to the world. To those around him, it appeared as if Guruji was getting ill. But Guruji was in fact in a state of bhakti. He was within himself in a pure state of bliss. Mataji, with a heavy heart of worry, offered him several sweet foods, urging for him to eat. "You have grown weak, Pota. Please tell me what troubles you. I will call a Vaid, a doctor, to cure you. You must speak, you must eat, live like everybody else does," she pleaded. But Guruji remained silent, wrapped in spiritual bliss. The rest of the Bidhi family, stressed by this behaviour, whispered amongst themselves. Relatives came and visited, concerned over the declining health of Guruji. They pressured his father, Pita Kaluji, saying, "Your son is unwell and you do nothing. Call a doctor, a Vaid, before it's too late." And under their mounting pressure, Kaluji sent his younger brother, Chacha Laluji, to fetch the best healer in the village, a well-respected, famed, renowned doctor named Haridas Ji. Haridas Ji the Ved arrived swiftly, his heart filled with a sense of purpose on receiving the notice to come to the house. He thought, I'm the best doctor around, I will come and fix this. He'd heard of the condition of Nanak and he came, but nothing could prepare him for what was lay ahead. Upon entering the house, he sat beside Guruji and he gently reached for Guru Sahib's wrist to check the pulse. Pita Kaluji urged, see what illnesses afflict my son. He grows weaker day by day, he doesn't wish to eat or drink anything. He's gone pale, please cure him, I beg you, doctor. As the Ved touched Guru Sahib's wrist, something extraordinary happened. Guruji stirred, their eyes opening with a glaze that seemed to pierce through the doctor's very soul. Pulling their hand away, Guruji spoke, his voice calm but commanding, saying, Vedji, you grab my wrist, my hand, but what do you seek in your heart? Startled, the doctor replied, I am the Ved, the doctor. I was checking your pulse and temperature to see if you suffer from any imbalances in the body. These imbalances are the root of illness. I will see what the cause of the problem is and I will give you medicine. I will cure you. I will make you regain your strength. On hearing this, Guru Sahib smiled, and then, this is the remarkable, amazing bit, Guru Sahib then uttered this beautiful Shabad. Ved bulaya Vedgi, pakar tandole baha, ola Ved na jane, karak kaleje mahe. The Ved, the doctor, has been called to diagnose me. Taking my arm or my wrist, he searches for illness. Ola Ved, this naive Ved, he doesn't know that true illness and true pain, that's not of the body, that's of the mind. And Guruji then explained to the doctor that true illness, the deepest illness of man, is in the ego. Ever since the beginning, everyone is in pain because of this. You are in pain because of this. And we all suffer from this disease, and no earthly remedy, no medicine can cure it. Guruji said to the doctor, if you, the Ved, the doctor yourself, are afflicted with this sickness, what hope is there to cure others? How will you cure anybody else of this? The cure is not of the body, but of the mind. When one frees themselves from ego, they attain eternal bliss. This is the cure that you should seek. This is the cure that people need. Hearing these profound words, the Ved, Haridas, was shaken to his core. And he realized in this very moment, this young person before him was no ordinary patient, no ordinary person, but in fact the master of the mind, the master of the world. And with humility, the Ved bowed and said, when I came here, I was blind. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know your true nature. You have opened my eyes with the words you have spoken. Now please tell me how to cure the disease of ego and how to cure the other diseases of the mind. I need this badly. Tell me, please, I beg you, so my mind can be at peace. Guruji then, with their voice filled with love and compassion, they explained, ego is the root of suffering. To overcome this, you must understand that the body is separate from the soul, the Atma, the eternal self. True wisdom lies in knowing the difference between what is transient, what is fleeting and temporary, and what is eternal, which lasts forever and does not die. The body is transient. The body dies and is burnt. The body is fleeting and temporary. The Atma, the eternal self, the soul, that is eternal. That cannot be burnt. That cannot be hurt. That cannot be drowned. And the true self is the Atma. And Guru Sahib went on to explain the diseases of the mind affect the Atma and the soul. And in life, this happens. Sometimes you see other people doing well financially, physically, life-wise. You may hear people sing their praises, bigging them up, applauding them, and inside you feel jealous. That jealousy, no, that is the ego at work. And jealousy is another illness of the mind. But the medicine for this is quite simple. In fact, Guruji explained just simply look upon everyone with compassion and pyar. Wish the best for everyone. That will cure this illness of jealousy. If you wish the best for everyone, if you're happy for everyone, how are you going to get jealous? And Guruji then explained, and sometimes we get egotistical over our virtues, things that we're blessed to be good at, or we get egotistical over our belongings or wealth. Might get egotistical that you're good at a certain subject, or you're good at speaking, or might get egotistical, look at my car, look at my money, look at my house, my clothes. Think of this illness, this egotistical illness, as like that of a stomachache, let's say. And we need to understand that all these things, everything we have, all these things that we sometimes get egotistical about, they are Guru Sahib's blessings. And to overcome this illness of ego, we must, Guru Sahib explained, we must eat the churan of humility. Now, Desi people and the people from Punjab will understand what churan is. The younger guys, ask your parents. Basically what it is when you have a stomach ache in Punjab or in a Desi household, the medicine you're given is called churan. It's like a mixture of herbs that's ground together like a powder, and you'd have that. And Guruji explains the illness of being egotistical over what you have or what you're blessed with is like a stomachache. And to get rid of this stomachache, we must eat the churan of humility to get better. Being humble is the medicine. It protects us. It heals us. Humility is our shield. Another illness that Guruji spoke about to the doctor on that day was the one of nindya. Speaking bad behind somebody's back. Now, sometimes people like me, we like to do nindya. We like to talk about others behind their backs. And Guruji explained to know nindya to be like the illness of vomiting. And to stop this wretched vomiting, you must humble yourself and see yourself as low. Because doing nindya, talking about people behind their back, that is just disgusting. And that is like vomiting. No one wants to see that or hear that. And Guruji explains, to cure ourselves from this, become humble. See yourself as low. Guruji in their own Bani said, Hum nahi change, bura nahi koi. I'm not good, and there's nobody out there who's bad. Such was the humility of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. That's a philosophy that, it would take lifetimes for an ant like me to even understand. But Guru Sahib here is explaining humility and love are the best medicine in the world. Pride, jealousy and attachment, these are the real illnesses. Humility and love are the medicine. Recognize the divine within all, and through Simran, meditation upon the divine, upon Waheguru, you will find the cure for every illness, Guruji explained. And Guruji explained and said to the doctor, see the Shabad, the words of the Guru, as a tablet. Those who take this tablet daily, they do not get sick. Their illnesses in fact depart. The Ved, the doctor sat in awe as Guruji spoke. Each word entering his heart like a healing balm, soothing it over and making him better. He realized that his long life pursuit of healing others had been shallow compared to the profound wisdom of Guruji. Because the doctor wanted to earn fame and all these things, he had a lot of ego, but he realized he needed to hear these words from Guruji on this day. And overcome with admiration, Haridas bowed and he said, I'm sorry, Guruji, forgive me. I was unwise, didn't recognize you straight away when I came here. I was caught up in my own ego. I thought you were sick, so I sat beside you. In fact, I was the one who was sick. You healed me. My doubts are gone forever now. Through your Shabad, through your blessings, through your kirpa and your spiritual instruction, I've been blessed. Free me of my other illnesses. Make my other illnesses go away. Tell me how. And then Guruji said very simply, do Satya Sangat. Meditate on God's name. Doing this, the mind's illnesses will go away very quickly. But you must spend time doing this. The Ved was in joy. Haridas, the Ved, left Guruji's house a transformed man. No longer concerned with worldly cures, he dedicated himself to the spiritual path, still helping people, but also attending Satsangat, spiritual gatherings, meditating on the divine name. And under Guruji's guidance, his soul found liberation, and his heart was filled, once filled with doubt, was now brimming with peace. And in blessing and teaching the doctor, the Ved, Guruji blessed and taught and showed all of us, be humble, meditate on God's name. Don't do juggly and nindya, that's akin to vomiting, that's disgusting. Don't think of yourself bigger and better than anyone else just because you're good at something or just because you have more money or something else. Be humble. And Guruji said the biggest cure is to do Simran. And we need to do Simran daily. Every single day we should do Simran. I was talking with some students yesterday at university, and we said, like, if you go to the gym one day, what difference does it make? Hardly anything, hardly any. If you go to the gym 500 days, you're a totally different animal. If you do jiu-jitsu one day, you wrestle for one day, not real difference. You wrestle every day for 500 days, you become a monster on the mats. In the same way, if you meditate for one day, little difference will be made. Unless you're spiritually blessed, little difference will be made. But if you meditate for 500 days, you will be transformed. You will fall in love with this meditation. Sit with your families and meditate together. The family who prays together, what? Stays together. The family who prays together, stays together. Sit with your families and do Simran. Share these Sakhi of Guruji and grow and learn together like we are doing, like we have been doing over these last few Sakya. For a moment, all of us, wherever you are, whether you're driving in your car, whether you're walking, whether you're sitting at home with your family, whether you're sitting at home alone, for a few seconds, let's just do Simran together. Forget the dunya, forget the world, forget the likes, forget everything. Let's just meditate on God's name. Let's repeat the divine Shabad for just a few seconds. Sat Naam Vaheguru, Sat Naam Vaheguru, Sat Naam Vaheguru, Sat Naam Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Just like that. Sit, do Simran with your family, your loved ones, alone, whenever you get the moment. Inside, make that conversation. You know, inside our own minds, we have a conversation going on all that time. Always, while everything else is going on, we have an inner dialogue. Turn that inner dialogue to Simran, to Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. I'm just trying to learn like all of you guys. I know nothing. And please forgive Boljuk Maaf Karna for all the galtiya of all these Sakya. There's been many. And instead of shooting each other down, let's pick each other up. Let's make this world a better place. It's crazy out there. Have a blessed and happy Gurpurab, everyone. Get together, have the best Gurpurab ever. Have the best day ever. May Maharaj bless everyone and all of you. No matter who you are, bless everyone. Despite your colour, race, what country you're from, wherever you live, whatever. May Guruji bless everyone. Take care, people. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.